This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. We will interact with you live on the show. You've got our Facebook Live. You can go ahead and leave a comment, and if it's appropriate, we will roll it into the program.
So what does spaghetti have to do with your year-end marketing plan?
What does spaghetti have to do with my year-end marketing plan?
Right?
It's all a bowl full of.
It might just be, well, our next guest is going to clear that up for us. Professor Eli Delaney, our automated marketing architect, right? We automate everything. You can find him online at yourmarketinguniversity.com, yourmarketinguniversity.com, but make sure you stick around because he always has a special offer just for our Experience Pros listeners. Eli, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Hey there, how's it going?
Eli, we are doing so well that wellness in comparison is just about illness.
What?
It's going to take you a minute to think about that. You might need to replay the audio.
We don't have time. We don't have time for
really
that.
Good, man. What does spaghetti have to do with your year-end marketing, Eli?
Well, one of the things that I've talked about for years, and as we're closing out 2017, I want to stop and think about the things we're doing. It is the time for reflection, right? So we want to stop and think about what have we been doing in our marketing, and how much of it has been what I like to call spaghetti against the wall marketing, which is you throw a whole bunch of stuff out there and hope that, that something sticks, because a lot of times it doesn't.
I'm quite familiar with that, right?
Sure.
We do, because there's so many things we can be doing, so many things people are telling us we should be doing.
Right.
So we throw it all, see what sticks, and next year we'll throw different stuff at the wall. How could we be doing that better?
The number one thing is to make sure that you're paying attention to what's working and what's not. And I see a lot of people that actually aren't really doing that. As an example, I know you guys are really big into networking. So am I. We've been networking for so many years. And sometimes we have to stop and look and go, okay, I just spent the last year networking through this particular situation that was fun, but it wasn't actually getting any results for me. Maybe I need to stop and rethink that, or maybe stop and rethink why I wasn't getting those results. And that's really a big one too. It's like sometimes it's just a matter of switching how you deal with that.
Well, that networking group didn't work, and that radio ad didn't work, and that social media thing doesn't work. I mean, that's why it didn't work, right, Eli?
Well, a lot of times, actually, sometimes it can be that could actually be the fact, and we need to work on eliminating that. And we'll talk about that in just a second. But the most important thing is, what can we change that might actually make it work? And as a perfect example, let's talk about networking. We've all been through this conversation before, because we've hung out so many times in the past, where we talk about somebody who goes networking and they just show up and they sit at the same table, eating the same rubber chicken, talking to the same people week after week and after week, and try to figure out why it's not working for them.
What's the matter with rubber chicken?
Well, rubber chicken, if you really like it, is okay, but you got to change it up every once in a while. Which includes not just changing up the food, but changing up who you talk to. Don't talk to the same person every week. Go meet somebody new. Introduce yourself. And then, of course, following up afterwards. Now, these are all the things we're talking about to make those things work that haven't been working as well as you think they should be. But the other thing is looking and saying, okay, this particular thing has been working really well, but that thing really hasn't. So maybe I should do more of this and less of that. And that's one thing that I want to go kind of contradictory to even some of the things that I've said in the past, which is you don't have to do everything. You have to do a couple of things really well. And that's what stopping the spaghetti against the wall marketing is really about. Finding a couple of things that you do really well and expanding on those.
And letting go of some things, I think that's often one of the hardest things for us to do, because we like it, or it's fun, or, we're attached to it, or we're familiar with it. So much, Eli, I've been chatting with so many professionals, and they're so excited for 2018, bringing out new things, and excited for all the new strategies, all the technology that is out there for them. Do you have, I don't know, what guide, like a litmus test. How do we know for sure that we've given it enough time to figure out that it's working? Maybe sometimes it just has to bubble up.
Yeah, we don't want to be the diamond miner who is just right next to the big diamond vein and then turn around and walk away.
No, and I totally agree with you there. Sometimes I see people come in, and especially we'll go back to networking because that is something that we all have a lot of experience with, where somebody comes in and after 2 weeks they're like, oh, I haven't gotten any business, I'm done with this. And we definitely don't want to do that. But what you want to do is you want to actually look at, and what I like to call the roadmap, is mapping out your thought process, your logic of what it is you really want to accomplish. Begin with the end in mind. You've probably heard that phrase before, and I want you to think about it in your own business and say, okay, what is it I actually want to accomplish by going here? Now, when I go networking, I'm not looking for a customer. Now, if I get a customer, that's awesome. I love working with new clients. And that's ultimately what I want. But really what I'm looking for is 1 to 2 people that I can maybe partner up with, that I can work together and we can collaborate with and do something bigger, better, and cooler that has access to 100 potential clients or customers. And so I'm not going into a room looking for 100 people. I'm looking for 1. And now I have a very direct focus every time I walk into that room.
How long have you done that, had that system working for you, Eli, where you've been that focused?
It's been quite a while now. It was actually when I started this particular company, and this company is about 9 years old, something like that now, 8 or 9, right around there. And it wasn't too long after that. And I actually had it before then, but I wasn't systematic about realizing that I did. And that was with my web design company, which was going on like 24 years ago, something like that. And that's how I built my business. Was I was getting clients, which was great, but then I was like, okay, what if I can partner with a IT guy and work with him to offer his services for my clients, because I don't want to be building and fixing computers, but I do want to build websites.
Right.
But he probably doesn't want to build websites. And so that's how it worked.
Collaboration always wins the day. Eli, we're running short on time, but you're going to give away this roadmap, right? You're going to help people figure out how to get from where they are to where they need to be.
I do. I have a training, and I actually set this one up just for you guys. I did this last week, and I want to do it again, and so I've added another date on it. And this is the From Surviving to Thriving workshop. It's online. You can be anywhere in the world. And this is my 5-step system to creating a roadmap for your business and creating a marketing machine. Because you guys know that I'm all about the automation, the systematizing your thought process, right, in order to get the results.
Right, we know systems build businesses, and Eli has put together some of the best systems. Go to yourmarketinguniversity.com/experience pros. yourmarketinguniversity.com/experience pros. Eli, we appreciate you. Happy holidays. Thanks for being with us today.
It was always a pleasure. I love you guys.
Right back at you. And folks, we love that you tune in to this, the home of positive business talk. We encourage you to stay on through the break, turn up the volume, and don't forget to do business with the people who do business with the pros. Angel Tussey, Eric Raymer. We'll be back right after these messages.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.